What? What? Don't you see I'm trying to sleep? I'm whispering so I don't wake up. What do you mean you can't fall asleep? You botchagaloop and you came to wake me up. Why didn't you go to Rose? Rose will put you right to sleep. Fine. What can I help you with? Do you want me to get you a nice old Sicilian sleep potion? No. You want to go to sleep the good old-fashioned way? Then close your eyes and go to sleep. But not here. I was in the middle of a very enchanting dream. That's none of your business. What? You have a problem. What's your problem? Tell me your problem so I can go back to sleep. Okay. Okay. Fine. Picture it. Sicily. 1959. A young Italian, beautiful one, with the most amazing buttocks and body you could ever imagine, like tough as granite, just amazing figure. All the men swooned and wanted her in Italy, and they also wanted her in New York, Miami. They still want her. She's just that gorgeous. Anyway, no, I'm not talking about Blanche. Anyway, she was looking for a man, preferably a man with a goat, because a man and a goat in Italy means you are very, very well off. So, while cruising around while looking for this man, she stumbled upon a kind of shorter, not that good looking man. And she talked to him for a while because she kind of he got in her way. And she went to yell at him and she's like, "You botchagaloop." And it kind of went from there and they went on a date. What do you mean? Why would they go on a date after she insulted him? You haven't been to Sicily before or something? Anyway, they go on a date. She thinks that this guy isn't worth it. I'll just do it to get it done with. It'll fill some time, whatever. It doesn't matter. She didn't have anything to do. So, she goes on a date with the man. She finds him. Well, his personality made up for his looks, to say the least. And he has to see her again. And she was just like, maybe not. And she decided to give him a chance. She said, and then she said to the man, if I don't have anything to do, she will. So, the next day she went out looking for a man again, kind of trying to avoid the man she had a date with. It was a lovely date, but he didn't have a goat and he wasn't overly attractive. So, again, she runs into the man, even though she tried to avoid him, and no man is looking her way, even though she's the most beautiful thing there. And he says, "Can I take you on a date again?" And she says, "Well, if no one talks to me, sure." Sure enough, no one talks to her. They go on another date. She finds this very nice and very, a little more encourageable, a little more nice to be around. I guess you could say she was kind of an acquaintance with this man. And again, he said, "You want to go out with me again?" And she said, "Well, I'm busy this week. Next week I'm going to go out and we'll see if anyone talks to me." The entire week, she tried to talk to a man. No man seemed to even want to talk to her or be around her, which is very odd because usually the men swarm her. She doesn't know what's going on. They swarm her sister, but not her. So, the next week happens. They go on a date. Now they're friends. And she's a fiery Italian woman, and he's a pretty kind and pretty nice guy. And he says, "Do you want to go out with me tomorrow?" She said, "I guess I have nothing else to do." Still, no one talks to her, and this goes on for a couple months, no matter what happens. And soon, she starts to fall deeply in love with him. She waited for him to ask her on a date, and that never came. And she was insulted because he didn't ask her, and that's something they've already been doing for months. She wondered if she said something, or he just wasn't interested in her anymore, and it hurt her feelings. But was, the next day, he arrived at her house. He wore a very, very nice outfit. Apparently, he'd been saving up for months, after, of course, feeding her, to get that nice suit, and he had flowers, and he gave her the flowers, and he wanted to meet her parents, and her parents loved him. Well, her parents liked him. She really liked being around him. And eventually they got married. And they moved to the United States and started a family. Years later, she remarked how no one would talk to her in the village, and he was just her last thing, as more of a joke than anything else. And he said, yeah, that's because I scared them all away. And she's like, what do you mean? And he said, I knew you were the girl for me, and I made sure that everyone knew not to ever talk to you, otherwise I'd break their kneecaps. That man, his name was Sal. That woman was me. He was just the greatest man. He never became a looker. He never looked that good at all. And I'm still a gorgeous gal, just geezing old guys at him, just cleaning old guys out of my hair. Nobody could ever replace that man. I love him. He's died. He's in heaven now, which is great. But yeah. Did I help you at all? Kinda. Well, good. I didn't really want to help you anyway. So can you get out of my room now? Take hard candy before you get out. Alright, thank you. Now, I'm gonna go back to my enchanting dream. Thank you for bothering me. Yes, good night. I love you too. Please, like,